Hello friends, it's Tom here. I'm back with a little live and I just need to catch my breath because I'm out running. And I stopped by at my old elementary school here. I mean it's over there, but here is kind of the soccer field, baseball field, whatever you like. And yeah, let's get straight into it. I decided to make a live now because I actually turned the camera, by the way. Sorry for the sun is right over there. It's been great weather recently. It's been 30 degrees Celsius. Good for be here. It's really good to be here. And yeah, I just decided to make a live because I've been actually doing a few videos pre-recorded, but sometimes I just end up not uploading them because I think they turn out bad or whatever. And I'm just at this point where I need to reflect a little bit, and what's not better place to do it than here, publicly if you wish. I mean, I don't care. This channel has always been for me to update kind of what's going on in my life, being very kind of personal, more personal than I might be with even the close people in my life. Maybe not really, but a bit like it. And start with the good news though. I mean, I'm up north now, or north, 2 hours north of Stockholm. It's still considered like kind of central Sweden. And I graduated last month from Lund University. Finally, I made it. You know, I was so determined. It's been kind of a ride, you know, kind of a trip, you know, because I came there with nothing. Left Portugal in 2023, and with nothing, just myself. I thought I was really losing it. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm leaving my girlfriend, I'm leaving my life, I'm leaving my job behind. I have everything in Portugal, but I knew I wanted a challenge. And funny thing, you know, I don't know if people know if I have this tattoo here. It's a crossed over 5, and you know, I like symbolism, and this thing with 5 has always been a recurrent number in my life. Like from the location I grew up, from like login details to now graduating in 2025, finishing the master thesis in the month of May 5. I could go on about this thing. I made my first soccer goal ever in the jersey number 5, long time ago. But yeah, the thing I want to say is that symbolically speaking, life is turning out so mysteriously and interesting that I knew I had this idea. I did apply in 2022. I'm going to move back to Sweden and do this. I fell in love, honestly, that I had not been for a long time. And just bear with me, it's going to be kind of a personal video, this actually, but I decided, we managed to keep this going, you know. We decided, let's do it anyway. She was doing her master's there, and she gave me like, yeah, go for it, Tom, we make it work. And we did make it work. I made 2 fieldwork trips there. I came the last summer, spend time. She's been here, and I made it. She was even there during my presentation defending my thesis, which was kind of a pleasure. And I'm really glad that I managed to get my Master's of Science. Fuck, I thought I saw a snake, but it was a stick. I have seen 2 snakes so far here, actually. Not here, but in this territory, in this region. When I'm out running, I saw 2 snakes. Not the same day, but so it's kind of like creepy sitting here, you know, who knows what's in here. But yeah, either way, I think it's fine. So yeah, we made it work, and it was not easy. you know, it's not easy at all. She was going through a lot of stress when last summer I was there. Hello, man, or or girl. Thank you so much for that. You know, I appreciate the congratulations from you. I have to be honest, I am proud of myself. You know, the work I put in, 2 fieldwork trips to Portugal, and then this whole semester, like from February up until May 20th, something like that, just been riding like literally 8 to 10 hours per day. Maybe not consistently every day, but it's seriously been those hardcore riding days. And putting together theory, previous research, your own analysis, your own empirical data, you know, it's material. I mean, I take that with me. I really take that with me, the research part. I really enjoy research. Qualitative research is my thing. That sounds a bit ridiculous, but what I mean is that I really enjoyed it. And I think my mentor could tell from the discussion we had together. I mean, the mentor who, not my mentor, oh, by the way, my mentor, the examiner is different from the mentor, and my examiner could tell that I liked what I did and what I wrote about, and she gave me a really high grade, kind of even encouraging me to consider staying in academia and pursuing a doctorate, which I've been thinking about. But as for now, I don't want to think about that. What it feels like today, I'm very hesitative, just about how academia is and how difficult it is. And I talked with another professor who shared with me, like, on the graduation day, the ceremony, I asked her, like, I was kind of encouraged by my examiner. What do you think? Is it a good career in academia? She was like, she wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. And she was kind of the faculty coordinator or the highest professor there, and she was kind of like negative about how much you have to promote yourself, you need to network, you need to sell yourself. And specifically today's academic world, she said, is very much like you just become an adjunct, which I guess is like you are there for a period of time in a university and you teach and you research a little bit, but you don't have like a full-time position. It may be full-time, but you may not really have that security like a faculty candidate or faculty member. That's what I interpret it as. But yeah, back to my life now. I need to talk about this actually. And I don't understand, but yeah, I'm not gonna make it too much boring. I mean, this is about me. I mean, I talk about me, and so why not? But I'm not gonna go too much in detail. But it's strange, you know, how you think everything is all right in a relationship, and then suddenly, just like your significant other basically decide to want to go separate ways, and yeah, I mean, specifically now, I was going to surprise her going to Portugal the coming weekend. So I don't know now, it's just very, imagine yourself, you think, I mean, every relationship has their own problems. They have their own set of challenges, but then you get surprised that you really realize it was such a huge deal, like fighting about, yeah, let's say, I will actually give some examples. She mentioned something about having different worldviews, and that's something I may have said before also, like political views of things that can seem common sense, and then always having a person that wants to flip it, 180, and start to nag about it and start to argue about it. And that can, for me, I mean, it's good with other perspectives, absolutely. But it can seem strange for me when I'm a social scientist. And that does not make me like, oh, my opinion is above you. I mean, everybody have an opinion about social social challenges and whatnot. You know, it's you don't need to be a graduate student for that. But it's the thing that when I'm sharing something of knowledge and having a person that want to just flip it on me, that can kind of escalate something. And then one of the most recent thing now, I mean, past last month actually, when you may answer your significant other in a maybe a little bit disrespectful way because of a, yeah, let's just say you are in pain because you are cleaning between your teeth, and you may like say, oh, but just let me do this, with a bit bad attitude or annoyed attitude because you're in pain. And then that person say to you that, no, but you said, why won't you just shut up in my face? And I'm like, what did I say that? You know, now you know what I'm talking about. When you have different views and different perceptions of reality, essentially. Hello, Axel Shork. Just sharing a bit personal stuff, what I'm going through right now. And it's challenging when you're with someone who, you know, when she say, or he, no, but you did that, or you said that, but you know very well that this is not really what actually happened. And I think I have experienced this in another relationship before that I had before I moved to Portugal. And what I read about this is that is gaslighting and manipulative behavior. When you start to question like, whoa, did I do this to her, or did I say that to her? And then that person starts to like do that more and more and more. And in the end, they really screw up with your mind. I know that I have said bad things in my life to significant others and friends probably. You know, I'm a human. We are all human beings. We are very complex human beings. And we may, believe it or not, but we take after, oh, you're from Portugal, Axel Shork, so nice. I'm actually supposed to go there now on Saturday. And that's a little bit what I'm talking about, that I'm having some challenges with my girlfriend living there. And I lived there between 2018 to 2023, but now I'm in Sweden. And I go there like so much. I was there in the winter, I was there last summer because I did my field work there. That's the reason why I moved back to Sweden. But I really love your country, Portugal. It's a beautiful country, and it's a lot of challenges right now with so many foreigners coming there, you know, and everything is changing with prices, and rent is going up increasingly much. So that's a little bit unfortunate for the local population. Where are you from in Portugal? Yeah, I enjoy it so much. I really want to go there, even now when it's this strange situation with my girlfriend, who essentially say to go separate ways, but still say that I can come there, which is also very strange. Are you Porto? That's where I'm going. I was living in Porto from 2020 to 2023. I lived on Faria Guimarães, near Marques. And I feel always very safe in Porto. You know, I know there is some things happening every now and then, but it's a big city, so. But generally, I feel very safe. So yeah, that's like the news, a little bit update about my current situation. You know, you think you're in a relationship that it has challenges, obviously, but you think that the connection that you have with a person is, it's special. You know, you think it's very special, and you think that your goals you have together is more important than having a few fights. But I guess maybe it's and now I'm getting to that thing I want to share also, that being heartbroken as a man, or a woman for that matter, it's something really soothing about it. It's something very healthy. I've been through a lot of stuff with past relationships in my life. I've been through very horrible things, to be honest. I have been I'm just gonna put it there. I've been very mistreated. But I've always tried to, for some reason, believe like, no, but we can work it out. But once the woman decides to walk, then is it coming rain? I got a water drop on my hand. No, but then once the woman walk, I close the door for good, you know. And that's what I may think that I will have to do here. I mean, if I go there now, I guess I am. Hello, Joanna. Are you also Portuguese? We are talking about Portugal here. That I like Portugal. I lived in Portugal. Unfortunately, I don't speak Portuguese fluently. I would like to learn, and I'm really looking at moving back because I had such an amazing time living there. I enjoy your country so much. I think the culture is so cozy, and I think it's a good culture, a proud culture. You know, you're proud of your culture, and nothing wrong with that. And you are very generous for people to come there. Maybe you have been a little bit too generous, but you know, just follow the rules, and everything is all right, in my opinion. But yeah, I talked about being like you having a relationship and you're having your heart broken, basically. What I want to say is that you can never put your own worth in the eyes of another human being. I think we are living in a very strange time with, you know, the same with jobs, careers, and relationships. There is something that you will always have to sell something, you know, a skill or a product, or even if you are in a relationship, in a way you are selling yourself. But I'm very against this thing because I know what I've been through in my life. Everybody has been through a lot of challenges. I mean, many people, life is hard, you know. Life is very difficult, especially in 2025. I'm not gonna go on about the whole thing about how life was, in a lot of ways, easier for the previous generations. You know, you could have a job and you could get a home and you could pay it off, you could raise a family. Forget about, even today, rent is extremely expensive in comparison to your job and your salary, unless you have a very skilled job. But most people who have a honest, honorable, decent, good job, you know, we are just want to have a life. Is difficult. But with relationships, you are the person you are, you know, and of course you're always going to be flexible and listen to what can I do to be a better person. I want to be a better human being. I want to be a better lover. I want to be a better man. I want to be a husband. I want to be a father. But if you are like coming to the point where you are with a woman or a man, and you are basically not ideal for that person, don't fall to that place where you're just, please, why? I can be better. I feel like I am a little bit in that position maybe now. I'm just trying to understand, you know, but that's a different thing, I guess. Because you are, most of the time, you are good as you are. I mean, don't settle with just being good. Like, okay, I'm good. I'm 20 or I'm 25 or I'm 30, whatever, and I'm good for the rest of life as I am now. Oh, come on, no, of course not. We always have to strive to be a better person. Well, I mean, why am I out running now? It's for two reasons primarily, and it's because I feel great physically. Running has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. And it clears my mind a lot. It's very meditative when I run, and especially right now, what I'm going through, and trying to make sense of everything, and trying to know if I'm going to Portugal on Saturday or what, or do I have to cancel my flight and just lose my money because I cannot have back the money. is a non-refundable. But to be honest, thanks for still being here. I'm gonna have another phone, hopefully delivered tomorrow, because I think it's just overheated. It's really about time to get another one. I ordered one. So yeah, I was talking about what I really feel now is that it's important that you don't put your worth in someone else's eyes of you. And I got to the point. I mean, I will be 35 next week, so in a way I feel young, but I am actually not that. I'm not like in my 20s, but I have been through so much now, and so I know that it's not how should I put it? It's not the end. Of course, it's not the end, but it's not like, in a way, it doesn't matter whether, because think like this: do you really need to have a girl to prove yourself? You know, because the thing, I think, as a man and as a woman as well, you need to have your own thing going. You cannot put your worth in another human being. But I will tell you this from spending a lot of time alone in my life also, and having had quite kind of a fair share of girls. I've had quite some relationships and serious relationships, but it's now that I realize it's actually better to be with someone. That is my honest truth. But you still really need to have your own life. And that's what's a little bit sad. Thinking about how I wanted to try to make it back to Porto, or maybe somewhere else. I mean, I could maybe imagine living in Figueira da Foz or Espinho, like a smaller place. But Porto is lovely also. I mean, you have everything there, and having a life, you know. But yeah, what can you do? And that's the thing. Why would you want to be with someone who would just say we should go separate ways, and for actually something like but we have been having those fights, and that makes me think that there's always more to the picture than what a girl will ever share with you. She will never share you the full picture, whether it's another guy or started some new relationship, or there's another reason that you don't like about you. You know, all these things that girls say sometime before breaking, like, oh, but you are a great guy. Yeah, but not that great to make it worth staying, you know. Yeah, in general it's fine, you know. That's what I want to try to say here. That's my message. You are your own person. You have your own vision. So you cannot put your worth and your happiness just because of someone else. That never gonna last long, you know. Then you are kind of weak. And there's been time in my life when I've been really weak. And I can be honest and say some days I feel weak also, but I also feel like I'm a very strong man. And I'm really becoming the kind of man that I want to be. Which is a very, very nice feeling, you know. It's a very good feeling. And women should feel the same also. Someone with integrity and someone with self-respect. So you can just feel like if someone didn't enjoy your company, you can just be, all right, then we have the answer. Basically what I've said. But then I have also asked, I thought like the connection we had was stronger, more important, our goals more valuable than some fights, some unnecessary fights. But yeah, enough with that. I am done with this conversation now. I've been going on for 25 minutes. So yeah, I mean, what I think I can just wrap up this video with, it's been hell of a ride, my life so far. The thing about I want to live an interesting life is kind of happening right in front of my eyes. And I am making it myself. I am really building my life. I mean, yeah, I am, but it's also kind of folding out in a mysterious way that I kind of thought many years ago. Then it happens in cycles or in chapters. I feel like that life is it comes back. Things you've been through is kind of coming back. Things you visualized is coming and playing out. I find it very interesting, and I am very into mysticism. And I read, that's basically why I write. So yeah, either way, I think I will go to Portugal because I have friends that I plan to meet, and I'm gonna play football. I bought a pair of new football shoes. She said that I could come. It will just have to be very respectful. I will deal with my own things. What's up, big dog? Hey, Kenny. Nice to see you. I never saw you here before, but that's nice you're checking in, mate. Where are you from? I'm out running, ventilating my mind or meditating my mind a bit. That's what I say when I go running here in Sweden. It's really summer, high temperature summer now. It's been like this for 2 weeks or something like this. It's been great. It's literally been great. And Saturday, yeah, I have my flight to Portugal, and it will be 35 degrees, I think. That's a lot. Ireland, is it Ireland, Kenny? Oh, that's nice, man. Is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Ireland. Oh, I want to go so bad to Ireland. Love the Irish people, the culture. Not that I've been there, but I mean, I can tell from popular culture and just people that I met from Ireland from my travels. Been living in Australia. I probably met some Irish in Portugal and other parts of the world. And of course the Irish bars that I love, the wooden bars. Have a nice Kilkenny. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do when I go to Portugal now. I'm gonna go to Irish bars. I'm just gonna sit there, and I'm gonna work on my project also, but I will definitely go to the Irish bar there. I think it's called Ryan's Irish in Porto. Yeah, you know what? It's wrapping up to 30 minutes now, and I felt like thanks you guys all for listening and checking in. I was kind of surprised it actually turned up so many today. And you know, now it's just you can hear. But that's fine, mate. I needed to ventilate. I needed to talk about stuff in my life, and that's here is where I do it. You know, I'm kind of a lonely person, and it's fine. I mean, I think a lot of strong men has lived in solitude to create their visions. And yeah, I'm excited, you know. So I'm wrapping it up here and running back. Take care, everybody. do I end this here?